Good afternoon. It is 8:21 a.m. Uh, this video is day one of 100 days of 1% improvement a day. And that's not just 1% improvement a day, it's actually it's 1% compounded daily. I actually got on a website that you just fill in the fields and it will tell you whatever number you start with, what you're going to end up with given whatever time you've plugged into it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in a very measurable way. It's going to be 100 days of 1% improvement compounded daily each day, starting with 100 minutes today. So 100 minutes compounded daily, which is 1 hour 40 minutes. 100 minutes would be, at the end of 100 days, 270 minutes per hour. 270 minutes per day. That's 4 hours and 30 minutes. There are a number of things that enter into this. The first is I've been getting awful distracted lately. It's something that shouldn't be that hard to cure, but it's more or less one of those things. I just can't seem to do it myself. I can't just be responsible to me. I need help. So I'm using these videos as more or less an accountability partner. I'm doing 100 videos in every day. So every day I'm going to be self-reporting how good I did the day before. So there's going to be 100 days of that. So there's the accountability. There is the habit forming, and that's going to be more or less twofold. Possibly other aspects of habit forming will enter into it that I'm not even aware of now, but for 100 days I'm going to be doing this, so I'm going to be forming the habit of doing that thing every day for 100 minutes or more. And that thing is art. There is a specific painting I'm going to be working on to start. I'm thinking that'll only take 2 weeks. I had the numbers. After 2 weeks, 14 days, I will have put in 25 hours. I'm damn sure that that's like 3 8-hour days. I know I could finish this painting in that amount of time. So in the first 2 weeks, I'll have a painting done. On top of everything I do beyond that, the 100 minutes a day, uh, plus 1% compounded daily, is going to be for very specific projects. Um, the more sophisticated projects that actually require, well, they require a certain level of skill and talent. There is a lot of art I do that is just like abstract stuff that I don't even have to think about. Just give me 20 pieces of found object stuff, 20 pieces of wood, something like that, and I could bang something together in a couple hours. Um, and certainly, I'm not doing as much of that as I would like to either. But the thing about that is, for me, that's easy and a no-brainer. So I don't really have to develop the discipline to do that kind of stuff. When I feel like doing it, I just do it without any self-doubt, without any self-consciousness, without being concerned about what it's going to look like. And with something like a painting, it comes down to, well, if you're going to start. It's easy enough to dip your brush in the paint and just start swabbing it across the board. But then my mind goes to, first I have to make up a palette, and then I have to get some containers of water, and all of that demotivating stuff my brain does, so I don't take risks, because that's what brains are good at. Brains are good at thinking and keeping you from acting, because that requires energy, and the brain will come up with any reason whatsoever not to expend energy, except if it's like a pure survival type of thing. There's a lot of science behind that. I'm not going to get into that though. I'm not going to get into a whole lot probably in these, because I'm going to be doing 100 of them. And basically, these videos are not about the video. They're not about YouTube. They're not about the internet. They're not about anything contained in the video itself, except the content concerning me and what I'm doing outside of the video. They're not about the technology. They're not about anything that has to do with anything beyond what I'm trying to accomplish outside of and off of the internet, actually. So that's that. I kind of got sidetracked. I don't even know where I started with that, but oh yeah. So these videos are not about. Well, there is another aspect here that I need to be need to be forthright about, and it is this: I am going to have 100 videos up at the end of these 100 days, and even if I'm deleting some along the way, because there's just no reason to have that many videos up about the same subject as I go along, and there will be improvements, or some are going to be better than others. That's all there is to it. In any event, the thing is, I will have put up a bunch of videos, so I will be forming the habit of making the painting and working on art every day, a little more every day, and I will be in the habit of making videos every day. And even if it's a 2-minute video saying, yeah, I put in my 112 minutes yesterday, this is what I did, and just show you a quick clip of what I accomplished the day before. Even if it's a 2-minute video, just to say, I did what I said I was going to do. Here's what I did. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Every day, I'll have another one up. I'll be in the habit of doing this thing every day. And a big deal about this is not only getting better day by day, 1% a day, compounded daily, measured in minutes. The thing about it is also forming a habit. On average, it takes about 66 days to form a habit. Some habits form a lot faster. Some habits take even longer. But anytime you're trying to do anything that involves any kind of real thought, discipline, I'm not going to say motivation, because what I've learned about motivation between the experience itself, which I wouldn't have been able to analyze and understand without having it explained to me by watching other people tell me what was going on. But a lot of times you're just not going to be motivated, and if you're relying on that, forget it. You're just going to be another loser in life, because motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. You have to build up the motivation to do the thing by starting the thing. So it's not motivation, it's discipline one is trying to acquire when one endeavors to do anything consistently. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build up discipline. So this video is about being accountable. It's about improving 1% a day in a very measurable way, and that's time. And I'm going to do 100 minutes, and I am going to begin with, starting today. Like I said, it's 8. Well, now it's 8:31. I'm going to break it down into 5 20-minute parcels of work with a timer. I'm going to try to adhere as closely as possible to that. This is when I start. This is when I end, and not go over because I'm trying to build up this level of consistency. This is what I do. I do it the same way all the time, with a little bit of improvement every day, and I do it every day. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's how I'm trying to do it. I'm using these videos, and believe me, I'm not getting many views on these things whatsoever. But the thing is, it's on the internet. I never know the day that everybody is going to plug into my video and I'm going to have 7 billion views. And it's like, if that's the day that I screwed up, it's like, dear God, how did this happen? So, there's the improvement, there's the accountability, there is the habit forming, and there is this twofold aspect to that habit forming. I'm working on art every day and I'm making a video about it every day. So both of those things are going to fall under that. I just scribbled down some numbers. I am going to put a link to the website that I use to figure out the compounding daily. And just to go through this quickly, the 1% idea is I've heard that a lot in self-development videos and even books. I think James Clear had it in his Atomic Habits book. But and you'll have to look this up. I'm not doing any research for these. I'm just banging them out to make sure that I'm getting one a day under my belt. There was an English coach for the national bicycle team, and that team was so bad that sponsors didn't even want to give them stuff because they didn't want to be affiliated with them. So that's how bad they were to start. And this guy, when he started, he said, we're not ever going to make any big drastic improvements. What we're going to do is improve 1% a day every day and focus on that. And that's what he did. And within the span of a few years, um, they were winning international awards, whatever that happens to be, the Olympics or the Tour de France. I don't know. I'm not I like to bike, but I'm not a big uh, viewer of the sport. But in any event, so if I start at 100 minutes today, that's 1 hour and 40 minutes. After 100 days, 1% improvement compounded daily would be 270 minutes, so that's 4 hours and 30 minutes. Where I want to be eventually would be pretty consistently working about 6 hours a day on art. And that would be, after 129 days, I'd have 360.96 minutes. So 100 days, I'd have 220. I put in another 29 days. And after the first 100 days, I'll be honest, I'm not going to be all concerned about trying to improve 1% a day every day. I'm going to be happy with where I'm at and improve whatever my brain and my body tells me is reasonable for that day, because I 6 hours or more a day, almost every day, I think would be great. Uh, but I'm not going to be strict about it. This is not, I don't want to be a beast of burden. I don't want to be a whipped mule. I'm going to do this because it's what I want to do, not because it's something I'm forced to do. But after 14 days, because I mentioned the painting and I keep pointing that way because it's right over there. After 14 days, I'll have 25 hours in. Um, and I'll be at, is this right? 115 minutes a day. Yeah, 115 minutes a day. So almost 2 hours a day. What I did was take those two numbers, 100 minutes starting the first day, 270 minutes at the end of 100 days, and I added those together and then averaged them out, which is 185 minutes. So after 100 days, that'd be 18,500 minutes, or a total number of 308 hours. So I will have put in like 50, well, divide that by 60. No, wait a second. That's not right. Oh, total hours, 308 hours. 308 hours I will have on average. Yeah, I'm getting confused here. Uh, I'll have about 308 hours of work accomplished after 100 days. Oh yeah, I didn't write it down. I thought it through, but I didn't write it down, so I got a little confused here. If say a work on average takes 6 hours to complete, and I think that's reasonable because a lot of the stuff I do, like pen and ink, pen and paper, black and white work, that's just purely abstract. It doesn't take that long to do it all because it just comes right out of my head. I'm not doing any uh, research. There's no resource material, reference material. I just start drawing, and that's it. The paintings, they obviously tend to take longer. There's more involved. They're more sophisticated. It's a little higher level of skill, intensity, focus, all that stuff. So I would say on average, my works would be about 6 hours a piece. In 308 hours, I can make 50 pieces of art. So there is that. This is taking a little long already. I am just going to stop it here. I have some what they call in the industry B-roll stuff. It's not actually even B-roll stuff. It's video I've used already, but it's lying around on iMovie somewhere. I'm gonna have to dig it out and tack it on the end so you can see what the piece looks like that I'm starting. It's um, it's behind some stuff right now. That's another thing. I'm working on other projects. Part of which is to clean this whole mess up. But I can only I can only focus on one thing at a time when it comes to these videos because, for example, this one's already almost at 18 minutes. It's running long. And I'm going to bring all this stuff up in future videos, but I can't bring it all in right now. And I don't want to get distracted in real life by too many things either. This is going to be my one thing for the day, every day for the next 100 days. Focus focus on the painting and anything that comes past that when I finish. Excuse me. And then focus on the painting, and then whatever else I can fit in around that, do that. I'll have a plan for the day every day. I have a morning routine I do. I have a routine I do right around lunchtime every day. There's a number of other things I do which I will bring up in future videos, but today it's just about what I'm doing for the next 100 days in terms of this video and in terms of the painting. So thank you for watching. As a matter of fact, I'm almost at 19 minutes. This is long enough. I am not even going to add I'm not even going to add the other video at the end of this. I'm just going to stop right here, start my day, and then tomorrow's video I will show you what I accomplished in that 100 minutes along with the video that I spoke of that I already have, so you can make the comparison and I can be accountable for what I did today. So I will talk to you tomorrow. I thank you for watching, and if you didn't watch, well then, what's wrong with you, man? Alright, see you.